Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Miss Davena and I decided to come outside since it was such a beautiful spring day and we are celebrating Earth Day this week, which is April 22nd. And if you are watching this tutorial, it will go live on April 22nd. Today we are doing a tutorial on making a tote bag out of a tank top, and hopefully you'll be able to use one that you already have lying around and repurpose it using something that is either too small for you, or might have a small tear or a stain, or you're just tired of it and you don't want to wear it anymore, but you can put it to another good use. So I'm going to show you how to make a tote bag that is no sew, meaning you don't have to use a sewing machine or a needle and thread in order to do it. It should only take about 15 minutes when you do it on your own at home. And you'll need a few supplies first. First of all, you really only need a pair of scissors, or if you prefer to use a rotary cutter, you may. For the little ones, it might be better to use a pair of scissors. Make sure that you have mom or dad or another special grown-up. For adults or teens, feel free to use whatever tools and instruments work best for you for cutting. I have a ruler and a cutting mat. I also have a tape measure. They will all work. You can have something to mark your tank top with. I have a chalk roller, just a Sharpie marker, a piece of chalk, anything that you can use. Remember, you're going to be doing it on the inside of the tank top, so it's not going to show on the outside. So whatever you choose to use to mark your fabric is going to be fine. So I have two different sizes. I have an adult medium and I have a child's 7/8, which I believe is a medium as well. So this is a child size medium and an adult medium. And I'll show you, first of all, I'll show you on the child size because I think that'll be the easier one to do. So you're going to turn it inside out. So just turn it inside out and make sure your edges line up and your seams on the outsides line up. And just kind of lay it flat on your table or your countertop or wherever. You could even do this on the floor, that's fine. And you're going to take your ruler or your measuring tape, whichever one. I have a clear ruler, so it makes it a little easier. And I'm just going to, since it is outside and it's a little windy, I'm going to put my tool on top of it to hold it down. But you are going to take and you're going to measure 2 inches. So I have 1, 2. And the nice thing about this is it's set up already, so it's a 2-inch height. So I'm going to mark 2 inches. And I could use my piece of chalk and go right along that. Or I could use my roller. But it looks like color-wise that's not really going to show up. So I am going to go ahead and use my Sharpie marker. And like I said, it's not going to be seen on the outside, so it won't matter that it's black in comparison. And you can see my line there. So I have my line. And it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. It's not, so I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to use that to hold it down. Okay, once you've drawn your line at 2 inches, then you just take your scissors, and the first cut you're going to make is along the edge where the seam is. So you're going to kind of cut right up the seam, right up to your line that's 2 inches high. So stop right there, and you can do that on both sides. You don't have to fight against the wind, but that's something you could also do. You could do this out on your porch, on your patio, anywhere you want to do this. So then what you are going to do is about every 3/4 to an inch, you're going to cut. And you're going to cut through both edges of the fabric. So I'm going to do it this way so I can do the 1 to 2 inch side. So I'm gonna go like every inch is the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cut right up to the line. And you don't have to lay your ruler on here, but for me it just makes it easier because it's already marked out and I don't really have to pay attention to making sure they're exactly even because it's already even on the ruler for me. And again, if it's not exactly perfect, it doesn't matter because you're not going to see this. This is all going to be on the inside, and we're going to tie knots anyway, so it won't really matter if it's even or not. And see, this is a little bit different, so I'm just going to do that. All right, so that's all the cutting you have to do. Now, once you have all your strips cut, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to tie the first two. So the first cut you made, you're going to take those and tie them in a double knot. So 1, 2. And you're going to do that all the way across. And depending on the fabric of your t-shirt, it might stretch more than mine. So you're going to find that when you're by the edges where the side seams are, it's not as stretchy, but the closer to the middle that you get, the more stretchy it is, and that's fine. So I'm going to go like that. So far we've got all those tied. We're going to keep going until we get all the way, and feel free as you're doing this to pause the video if you need to, so you catch up to where we are. It's completely fine to do that. And like I said, I'm using the smallest size. If you want a big tote, you could go with an extra large all the way up to a 3X if you want. That would just be really, really big. And unless you're going to use it just for a laundry bag, which you certainly could. So if you wanted to use like a 3X size t-shirt or tank top, you could always make it for a washable laundry bag. So if you're in college or go to camp in the summer or anything like that, then you can just throw the bag right in with your laundry when you wash it, because all it is a tank top. But like I said, I'm using the child's medium, and it's a little harder when it's smaller to tie, just because my fingers are big, but you may not have as much difficulty. So we're almost done all the way across, and then I'll show you what that looks like. And remember, we're double knotting. So 1 knot on each one, 2 knots. Last one. And you can either leave the tag in if you want or take it out. It's up to you. Since you're not going to wear it, it's not going to be bothering you. It just gives you the washing instructions. Now you'll notice there are still some small holes, and in order to close up those holes, what you can do is now you can take the top one from one and the bottom one from the other that's next to it. So see, you have this one and this one here. So we have these 2 knots. So I'm going to take this top one and this bottom one, and I'm going to tie those together. And this might be where you might need to stretch the fabric just a little bit. And you could always go longer than 2 inches if you want, but this way it's a tighter bottom and you have the most. And then I'm going to take the top and bottom from that side. And you're going to do that all the way across. And then when we come back, we'll show you what it looks like when it's completed, and we will flip it inside out and show you the finished tank. Welcome back. As you can see, we finished tying all the rest of the knots across the bottom of our tank top. And we are going to flip it inside out, or right side out. And there we go. And we've got our nice tank top tote bag. And because it's stretchy, you could put lots of things in it. So like I could take all of my stuff and put it in here. And it's going to be a little stretchy, so you might not want to put those types of things in it, but you certainly could. And put everything inside that I had to carry. And it's got a nice little tote bag. So that is your tank top tote bag tutorial. And like I said, the larger tote bag, the larger tank top would do a larger tote bag, and this is just the child's medium, so even this is a nice size. It'd be a nice beach bag or pool bag for your child to take their towel and their change of clothes in for when they come home, and then you can just throw everything right in the washing machine when you're finished. And then I will go ahead and do the adult size so that you can see the comparison, and we'll come back and I'll show you that when I'm finished. Welcome back, and as you can see, I have the adult size and I've already cut the strips. Now I cut them a 3-inch length as opposed to a 2-inch length, just because I felt like I didn't have enough room to tie. With a child size shirt, you may not have as much to do that with, so I would stick with the 2. But for the adult, if you feel like you want to adjust it and make it 2.5, 3, that's fine. Whatever is easy for you. And I think that although I cut it every inch, if you go every 3/4 of an inch, it might make it a little easier to tie, just because it makes the strips thinner, but that's entirely up to you. So we'll go ahead, and it's the same thing. I'm going to start by double knotting. So 1, 2, all the way across. And you don't have to put the second row of knots if you're not worried about anything falling through, but this just helps ensure that things aren't going to fall through when you do put it in, especially smaller items. So that's where the double knotting across might be more beneficial. So we will finish tying this across and we will come back. Thank you. Welcome back. And here we are with it double tied on our adult size tank top. And I will say that it is much easier to tie them if you do make a 3-inch, so between a 2.5 and a 3-inch long strip. I just found that it was much easier to tie it the second time through. And again, like I said, on the child size tank top, it might be a little more difficult because it's smaller. But if you look, this is also a different style neckline, so it's going to look a little different on the larger one as it does to the smaller one. So I'm turning out the larger one, and there is our tote bag, which is a little more tote bag style. So when you are buying, if you are buying a tank top or you are using one that you already have, make sure you look for the neckline that might be a little more of a scoop neckline, where they both kind of line up, whereas this one is higher in the front or in the back than it is in the front. So it's still going to work, but it's just going to make a different opening size. This one is much more wide. It's much wider, so it opens up really wide if we want to put all of our things inside of it. So there you are, and you have our tank top tote bag. And then I could use that it'd be a great bag for at the farmer's market for vegetables or fruits or whatever. Thank you very much for joining me for my tote bag, tank top tote bag tutorial. That's a lot of T's, isn't it? And we will see you next time, and I hope that if you get a chance to take pictures of the tote bags that you make, you go ahead and send me a picture of what you've made. I'd love to see it. My email is um,
100%.
dlaverty, Laverty at publibuc.org. And if we have the ability to put it in the description, I will go ahead and put my email in the description, and you can always email a picture to me of your finished tank top tote bag. Thank you. Bye.